Here is a Holmes 3-speed electrically reversible single window fan. This is a pretty rare model. The model number is HAWF-1008, and it is from the late 90s. There's the UL tag. We purchased this fan new back in the day. It was used in the apartment, in the bathroom window. I remember using it in the bathroom window there, and then after we left that apartment and moved into the first house, I don't really remember using it after that. At some point it ended up at my grandparents' house, and then at some point I brought it back over here. So I don't think this has a whole lot of hours on it. I think it was used in the bathroom for a short period of time, probably because there was no exhaust fan in that bathroom. So it was used there, and that was pretty much it. So I don't think this has seen all that much use over the years. The writing has started to wear off there. I guess it comes off very easily. The clips is broke, but those things are so stupid they're kind of irrelevant. I do have the panels that go on the left, the ones that slide on. I have both of them. They're just deep in the cabinet and I feel like digging them out. It's got a nice long cord to it. It's a little bit longer than average. I would say this is a good 8 feet. No fuse, but it is polarized. It's got one of those motors in there, probably a Raider motor. I think I saw one of these around a couple of weeks ago in that video I did of the Habitat trip in August. I think I saw one of these in the window. Can't confirm. I still go back to that location, see if I get a better picture. But yeah, I don't see these around much anymore. And there's not a whole lot of products like this anymore. You can't buy these single window fans. They've kind of become like an extinct product. The only one that I know of to still exist is the Air Queen 16-inch one. Other than that, which is of course a lot bigger than this, there's really no single 3-speed reversible window fans anymore. The only window fans I know of that really exist are the dual ones. So it's a very rare fan. Let me get my power box plugged in here. I haven't seen a whole lot of videos of this particular model either. I think Tori may have one. He likes a lot of the Holmes fans, I think, from this era, like I do. I think he has a video of one, and that may be the only video that I know of, other than the ones that I've recorded over the years. So it's definitely a pretty rare fan, but it's a neat little fan. I've always liked it. So let's go ahead and start off with low intake. If I recall correctly, yeah, did it just slow down a bit? It starts to slow down, at least on low. When you first turn it on, it goes pretty fast and it gradually slows down and it stabilizes out. I don't know why it does. I don't know if it's a heat issue or whatever. Let's see if I can prop this up here. We should do it the other way. Angle it upwards towards the camera. There we go. It moves the air very much out towards the sides. So like I'm standing a couple of feet away from it, and it feels more like a 20-inch fan. not the power of a 20-inch fan, but the width. It's got a very wide breeze. And so it works out nicely because when you put this thing in the window, you can feel the breeze a lot in the room. Seems like it's slowed down a fair bit now, I think. Haven't used this in a while, I don't remember exactly where it levels off. Power draw hasn't changed, it's been steady at 0.16 amps. It's not a lot of power, so this is a pretty efficient motor. 18 watts. 0.91 power factor, 92. Okay, let's go up to the medium. And that is 0.19 amps, 21 watts, and a power factor of 0.91. Hasn't changed. I think it's rated for 0.5 amps. Yeah, it is. It's rated for 0.5 amps. I'm surprised it's not drawing more. Moves a decent amount of air too. I don't know what the CFM volume is. I'm sure the CFM volume isn't that high because it's a relatively small diameter fan. This video is probably cluttered with wind noise. I wasn't paying attention to that. You don't feel a whole lot of air right in front of it, so probably will be okay there. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so let's go up to the high speed, which of course is the fastest speed. And that is 0.25 watts. No, it's not 0.25 watts, it's 0.25 amps. 31 watts, 30 watts, and a power factor of 0.98, and now up to 1. So it's only drawing half of the amount of power that it's allocated. And it's, moving a good amount of air. It's not super powerful, but it's doing its job. The blade, I think, is way too small for the motor. I'm going to switch it to reverse. Oops, that blew the breaker. I think the switch probably should be cleaned or something, but you can see, watch how fast it changes. So the motor's probably got way more power than the blade puts on, or more resistance than the blade puts on her. And we're going to see another thing we'll talk about in a minute. Let's turn this off. You're going to see when we go to reverse, we're going to notice, I think, a pretty significant difference in the power draw, because the blade is not really pitched to be reversible. If it was a reversible blade, it has to be flat so that it moves the same air in the direction. This blade has, a pitch to it that would be inclined for moving air forwards, not so much for moving air backwards. You can see the pitch a little better from the back side. So it's kind of like, I want to say a gimmick. Oh, there's the motor information. It is a Raider motor, Raider 0013 motor. It's not so much a gimmick that it's reversible, but it's not going to be very effective on reverse because of the way the blade is designed. So let's go to reverse, and I suspect it will be drawing even less power on the reverse. Out. It sounds very different and it runs faster. It's still 0.16 amps, 19 watts, and power factor of 0.93. Now it seems like it's drawing in a lot of air, but I don't know, not much comes out. I mean, it's definitely... It seems like it's got a powerful draw, but then when you come to the back, it's like hardly doing anything. Actually, it's kind of doing more than it feels like it is. No, maybe it's not as... You know what it is? I feel the air coming out all around. So maybe that's why it doesn't feel very strong, because it's like... It's not concentrated in a way. I could feel the air even coming out the side here. Well, maybe it's not that much different then. I don't know. I thought it was, but perhaps my speculation was incorrect. Okay, let's go up to the 2. And that's 0.19 amps, 22 watts, and a power factor of 0.92. And the high, geez, that's a fair bit out of balance. I feel it's shaking pretty good. On the high, we're looking at 0.25 amps, 30 watts, and a power factor of 0.99. I think it was 1. On forwards. I guess this does put out more air than I thought on reverse. Interesting. Definitely runs faster. You can hear the difference in the motor. It certainly seems to move more air this way, but I don't know, maybe it just has more velocity moving this way. Now let's go back to out and we'll do a spin down. Even that only brought the motor up to 0.26. There's hardly any load on this motor. Okay, that will conclude the video of this rare Holmes single window fan.